Hi everyone, this is Josh Blatt with BW Modern. Today we're going to cover something that's really important, and that's how to save your project. We've spent all this time making sure things are perfect and doing all the measurements and inputting all the stuff that we need to get going on our design here, and we want to take a break from it, or we need to move on from the designer for whatever reason. We want to make sure we get it saved properly. So this is a project we've been working on, just showing some of the different features in the designer. You've probably seen it before if you've watched any of the other videos, but I'm going to go down next to the next tab here from the designer, and this is going to take us to the MSRP site of the website where you can save your project, or you can actually order your project, but it's going to be where you're going to want to go to save it if you're going to quit using the designer and move on. So once you hit that next button and you get to the MSRP site, it's going to give you a list of everything that you've drawn in that project. So all the components that you've used to create that order are going to get thrown in here. And at that point, we have to save it. So we have some stuff over here in the left-hand sidebar. If we look at it, right now the status of this project is just a bid. We have our order name. It's a retail job. That's the actual ship date, which is today. We've got our information, our shipping information. We've got a button. This one will take us back to the design editor. And this is the button that we want to make sure we hit to make sure it is saved. So I'm going to hit this save button and just make sure it goes through. It says order changes are saved. So now my project is, it's saved. From there, if I'm done and I want to submit the order, I can hit the submit order button, and that's going to take you to the next step in the ordering process. If I want to duplicate this order to say, make changes in one but not affect another one, I can hit that tab, or I can go back to the design editor in this screen. So if I wanted to go back to the design editor, I would hit this button. Now I'm going to give you guys a really important tip. Once you've hit this MSRP site, make sure first thing you do is go down and you just hit this save changes button. I mean, hit it a couple times. It's not going to hurt anything. If you go back up to this thing up here, which says it's going to take you to the 3D designer, what it's going to do is, I'll hit it here and show you guys, it's going to take you back to the 3D designer, but it's going to start a brand new project. Now if you hadn't hit that save changes button down below, your project would have been gone. So it's really important to make sure that you go down and you hit that save changes button. So now you can see that in that order I didn't draw anything, but if I go back up here to my cart and I view all my orders, I can go back to my Jim Johnstone order here and I can open it up, and that's going to bring back up my order because I saved it. But if I would have exited out that screen, got it to the MSRP site, and not hit the save button, which once again I'll go right there and show it to you guys again just to make sure that we all know where it's at. So it's saving the project to the MSRP site. And now here's the button, the big blue one here. Can't miss it. Press it. Press it a couple times. Doesn't hurt anything. So there you go, guys. That's the save button to save any changes you make if you want to take a step away from your design or anything getting out of the 3D designer.